Hey, what's going on? You know who it is. You know what it is. All right, you guys, peep game. I just got through watching Bill Russell Legend. Really good two-part limited series, and it talked about the life and times of Bill Russell. From pretty much from him, migrating from the South to Oakland, and then, you know, going to college in San Francisco and being drafted by the Boston Celtics and becoming a legend, in the NBA and outside of the NBA. I mean, it was just a great movie in general, man. I just enjoyed watching it. And, I already respected Bill Russell, but I have a lot of more respect for Bill Russell because I got an inside look of what he went through. I already knew his story, but this was a well put two-part, documentary together. And one thing I think that helped make Bill Russell the man that he is the fact that he had his father in his life. And no matter how much they try to make it seem like black men are not needed, whether it's through society or even sometimes from the women in our own community, but we are needed. And it proved if you have a well-rounded, solid man in your life, you gonna grow up in most cases to be a well-rounded, solid man. And I mean, his father basically said if he didn't get Bill Russell out of the South because of the stuff they went through, he said either somebody was going to take him out or he was going to take somebody out. And just talked about a lot of different things, man. His activism and how he was unapologetic about who he was. And basically, he needed basketball to help him, get through what was going on outside, what he was seeing, the mistreatment of black people. Keep in mind, Bill Russell went through it all, from the assassinations of Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, Meg Everett. He saw it all, and he went through real deep-seated racism. Not that things have changed as much as people want to pretend it has. It's just more subliminal. But then sometimes when you look around, it's like right in the open, and it just make you ask a lot of questions that still remained really unanswered, or people know the answer but they don't want to answer it, because I know the answer. The whole answer about segregation versus integration, separate but equal. And when you just think about those things, you still want to have these discussions. Did things really get better for us? Are we, as Stevie Wonder said in the classic song Visions from his album Inner Visions, is this a vision of my mind? And are all man truly free at last? Y'all need to check out that song. Shout out to Stevie Wonder. But boy, man, I enjoy watching this, man. I'm gonna watch this again. And I really do think that they should consider changing the name of McClymonds High to Bill Russell High. And I've talked about that. And I may look into that. Because, the funny thing is, my father went to McClymonds. One of my aunts went to McClymonds. So, my sister, my sister, she went to McClymonds. So I have a connection to McClymonds High. Maybe I'll, roll out there one day and do a video, But, yeah, I highly recommend you check this out. It features a lot of different commentary and, basically, I guess you could say testimonials from Chris Paul to Stephen Curry to Shaquille O'Neal, Bill Walton. And one of the things I really enjoyed is how he put the championship together along with Bob Cousy and Red Auerbach. And shout out to Red Auerbach. Red Auerbach was like, look, man, I don't care what color you are. I just want you to win games. You know, so, shout out to Red Auerbach. And like I said, I learned a lot just watching this documentary. It was like really informative. Some things that I already knew and some things that I didn't know. I know that he had a really difficult relationship with the city of Boston because, believe it or not, he still wasn't looked upon as being equal to them. He was just looked upon as a guy that played for a sports franchise because he still went through his share of racism, in the area that he lived in, So it was crazy, to just think. And I know myself, I couldn't have lived through the time that Bill Russell lived through because, whew, man, I already know I wouldn't have made it. I already know I would have. I already know I would have got taken out, but I would have took some people with me. That's for dang sure. But yeah, if you guys get a chance, it's on Netflix. It's called Bill Russell Legend. I've already said enough about it, but it's a really, really good, you know what I'm saying, 2-part documentary. So if you get a chance, check it out. Anyway, this your boy Town Biz. I'm out.